Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time joining me, thank you so much, and I invite you to hit the subscribe button to see more content from me. I usually post videos every Monday and Thursday. So for this video, we're working on a card, and this was actually for a baby shower, which you'll see how I turn it into a baby shower card in a little bit. But this was a pack of cards that I picked up from Michael's, and you've probably seen them around. So if you're looking for like an easy way to do kind of like a DIY card, I suggest you look for some of these because it was so much fun. So as you can see here, I'm using Tombow markers, which is something that was new to me. I just got these and they were so much fun to use, but you can use anything, you know, colored pencils, other kinds of markers, just whatever you have on hand. So I colored that part that just says love, and then we turn to the inside, and this is something fun. There you can see, we'll get to that in a minute, but I was going to use these rub-ons that are related to babies. But the cool thing about Tombows is you can actually turn them into a watercolor. So since I had used this certain like colors on the front, I thought, okay, I want to add something to the inside of this card because it's just white. So I went through each one of the colors, and I'm just scribbling it actually on the back packaging of the cards that I got. So it's just that clear cellophane plastic material, and that's all you need. You don't need anything fancy, just something like plastic. You might have something, any kind of packaging around your house, whatever. So I just did several swatches of each color, and you can see it there at the bottom which colors I'm using. And then you just take a paintbrush, and I'm actually using like a Crayola paintbrush here, nothing fancy, and dip it in some water, dip it in the color, and splotch it on your card. So I went through and did each color, and essentially I'm just using all the colors. So I wasn't being like, it's just to get some color on there. There wasn't any rhyme or reason to it, but I am using every little bit what's on the paper. There were points where I thought, ooh, I could probably use some more, but I was happy with the way it turned out. And I'm going to change my view in a second so you can see that that left side of the card does actually have more color on it than it seems. It looks very washed out right here, but in just a second you'll see that. And then just take a tissue and like wipe off that wrapping paper so that it's not wet anymore, or that packaging so that it's not wet anymore. So there you can see on the left side there is some color there that you really couldn't tell before. So this setting on my camera makes it look a little bit better. So then it's time to start looking at the rub-ons. So I went through and looked and figured out which words I wanted to use and just started cutting them out because I plan, you know, I'm going to use this again for something else. So I just cut out each individual word that I wanted to use and started placing them down and, you know, figuring out how I wanted them to look. So there's where I think I'm going to go with that. And then I picked up these distress stains, and look at this. This is my little swatch paper. I thought I might use those, but after swatching them on that paper, I wasn't interested. It didn't look like a color that I wanted to use. So scratch that and then move on to the rub-ons. So as you might expect, you peel off that white piece behind the rub-ons. You peel it off of that, place it down onto where you're going to put it, and then work on rubbing it on. Now this one, this one took some time, so I had to really put some elbow grease. I used my fingernails. I picked up that paintbrush to try to use it. If you had any sort of like scraper or like a flat plastic something or another you could rub across there, that might help. But I definitely, I got a little paintbrush off on the paper there. I just noticed that. But anyway, definitely had to like really give it a good rub. So when I switched to using this Tombow marker, it started to work a little better because it was more flat. So there you go. And I think I rubbed that one so hard you can't really tell here, but I actually like put indentations into the paper. So just be a little careful. But this is my first time using rub-ons actually, so I'm kind of enjoying using them. So then I just wrote the words "and" because I needed those to go with my little sentiment here. But then I'm putting on the word adore, cherish and adore your precious. So we're going to put precious in there. Oh, it slid off and I didn't get the dot on the I, so I had to push it back down a little bit and get the dot there. Your precious baby. And this was for a friend of ours. They're actually having their second baby, and it's going to be another boy. So they're going to have 2 boys, just like me. So welcome to the club. And so I said, cherish and adore your precious baby boy. And I just wanted to let you guys know that I actually got these rub-ons from Allie Brown. I'll link her channel down below if you're not familiar with her, but she is my inspiration. But she was kind of destashing, and I basically bought all of her destashing stuff that she had. So I've got a lot of cool things to play with, and this was one of them. So if I can find out based on what I see here where these are from, I'll try to do a link if I can. But if not, then sorry. So then you saw there my Y got a little messed up, so I just pulled out my Tombow marker and fixed it and used it to write number 2. So thank you guys so much for watching. Have a great day. Bye.